We will talk today about smart stops and the importance of using smart stops in your trading. Overall, the idea behind trading is to find a trade with least amount of risk. But building up to that, I would like you to know about us a little bit. For those who don't know, this is our website. Globaltraderoom.com is the website. If you go to the website, there's a lot of information available to you. Most importantly is that every Tuesday we offer a free trial. It's right on the website. Every Tuesday you come in. So whatever I'm telling you today, it's not something I'm pulling out of my pocket. I trade according to that every Tuesday. Myself, Bob, and Sandy, 3 traders together. So today was a Tuesday, and we traded in the room. So instead of me inviting you to tomorrow's sessions, which we can't because only Tuesday is available, we actually recorded the session today from the beginning to the end, and we posted it on the website. So if you go to the website, click on Rooms and Trials, you will see at the top, you will see today's session recorded with information. We made 244 ticks, folks. If you click on the videos, you will see exactly what happened. The calls were made ahead of time with exact stops and exact profit targets on the crude, on the NASDAQ, on the YM, on the Dow, that is, and on the Russell. And we had also, I think, Bob had a gold call. But these are mine, and you will hear in between, you will hear Sandy and Bob also calling trades. Meanwhile, if you want to register to the webinars, which I highly encourage you to do so to know us more, we open the books and we trade right in front of you every Tuesday from 7:30 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. We have also trial sessions in the London session, trial in the London sessions every Thursday, and also Asian session every Thursday. Now, Asian session not only deal with futures, but now we start dealing with options. And I will tell you the importance of the options trading with our methodology soon, while I would, during explaining some of our strategies and how we trade, you will know, we do top-down analysis, and we benefit from that by trading with options or futures. Get to know us more. This is myself. I'm a CTA, Commodities Trading Advisor. I have a physics degree. I used my physics knowledge to actually convert trading and simplify it and make it more mathematical approach than just trading. Most people trade indicators. Most people trade Fibonacci numbers, trade pivots, and they keep breaking even, losing money. Why this pivot was taken? Why that pivot was held? Why this level of Fibonacci was not honored? Why? We get to know that now, today. Why? And to prove it to you why, you can go back and watch the video from my trial today, and you will see we call trades ahead of time. We said to the tick, we said the market is going to get to that price, and then it's going to bounce to that price. And that's not something we used with technical indicators. It was pure math, pure profile, volume profile. Okay, so get to know us more. We have Sandy. Sandy graduated from my classes in 2009, and he became a friend. And in the past year, he is now helping me calling trades. He's more of a scalper than a swing trader. I'm a swing trader. He's a scalper. So same methodology used for shorter terms. And we have also Bob. Bob is also our sales manager, but he's also a scalper. He helps me calling trades, and he's our sales manager. We will define that. We will talk about that as well. Scalper, we go for a few ticks. Swing trader, we go for 20, 30, 50, depending on where is the next level of. We will talk about that as well, Luch or Luco. Dimitri is our technical support person. He's also our marketing person. And we recently, most of you are probably familiar with Gomi, right? Gomi. He's a big name in the programming department in the world. He's my student. He's also now I hired him to help us with technical support. So he's our students' technical support when it comes to Sierra charts and NinjaTrader. Okay. What else do I need to tell you? Okay, if you go to the home page, you will also see our results. Every day we post the results, and we offer trials to prove it as well. Yeah, Gomi, the ladder guy, exactly. He's very famous. No need to introduce him. I mean, just Google his name in the Big Mike's trading forums, and he won awards, and he's very good. Also, Dr. Dean Hanley, if you guys familiar with him, he actually tested 700 or 820 different trading rooms, futures trading rooms. He went and sat in their rooms, and he qualified only probably 10 amongst almost 820 rooms. Yeah, there it is, Dr. Dean Hanley's report. Here it is. Dimitri just gave it to everybody right here. If you click on it, you will see. We are considered the top of the elite in his reports. Simply, he sat down and he took our trades. So he considered accuracy, he considered transparency, and profitability. Okay, so we are in his elite section. What did I do with that page? 1 second. I lost that page. Regardless, it's here. I'm sorry, it's here. Sorry about that. You folks see the links? Will you be recording the webinar? Yes, I'm recording this particular webinar, but it's also going to be posted. I think the folks will give you those webinars, the whole webinar recorded to your email if you attended this session. So let's move forward. The way we trade, folks, is somehow more logical than what you see in the market, because it focuses on what moves the market. Now, what moves the market? Why the price will go from point A to point B? What moves the market? What moves the market is simply volume. Volume. If there's no volume, there's no market, and there's no trading. But when there is volume, you will see the market moves according to the volume. A lot of people trade using something called the let me just do this here. They call it the ladder, the trading ladder. Of course, this is designed by Gomi as well. And since the market is very thin now, it's after the hours, I closed my NinjaTrader. I mean, I disconnected my NinjaTrader. But ladder is something the volume comes from. Why? Because you have numbers. You have, let's say, this is let's say 5-minute bar, for example, here, right here. And you will see buyers on the right-hand side, sellers on the left-hand side. And when you see these numbers, you think they make sense because they are numbers, and people try and make sense of them. They don't make sense because it's only one bar, 5 minutes. It really doesn't make sense. What makes sense is the profile on the side that is printed because of these numbers. Okay, so far so good, because that's the volume profile. It's posted right on the right-hand side, and that will give you the indication of where the volume is and where the volume is going to take us next, and where the stop loss is. So does it really make sense to gaze and keep focusing on one bar and try and figure out these numbers? It doesn't, because I know, because I was one of the first people who actually studied the volume ladder back in 2006, and actually tried and extracted a lot of information out of that, including the price magnet, which is something that we trade. Okay. However, if I bring two bars in, you see how the profile on the right-hand side getting thicker, bigger. See that? You see that? So Now we know where the volume is coming from. The volume coming from the numbers of contract bought versus the number of contracts sold. So far, so good? Excellent. Now, let's take the volume away, the volume ladder away, and focus on what matters most, which is the result of these numbers printed on the profile, numbers printed on the ladder. So, looking at my trading station, let's say this is the crude charts, and I look at three main charts when I trade each instrument. For the crude, that's one example, because I trade the crude, I look at the NASDAQ, the Dow, the Russell, the gold, the euro. You can look at anything else you want as long as it has profile. So let's look at the crude. The crude I look at long term, and I see my profile. If I look at my profile on the right-hand side, you see the colors, the beautiful colors. You see how the profile is shifting. If I put less candles, see, if I put less candles inside this chart, let's see how many days we have here. 150 days. If I put less charts, see, less candles inside this chart, you see how the profile is getting thinner. See that? Now it's changing. So this is dynamic. So this profile is reading volume from this bar, this bar, this bar, from everything. As long as they are inside this chart, it will read, the profile will indicate what's going on. Okay? Now, we're trying to build up towards the knowledge, because what I will do, I will start and teach something today besides what besides what I'm showing you now. So now this is my long-term chart. So every morning I come in and we do a top-down analysis. And to see an example of it, we have it on the website, top-down analysis, or in our YouTube channel. Where's our YouTube channel, Dimitri? Do you have it? If I show you our YouTube channel, you'll see examples of our top-down analysis, and I will say, okay, we have, let's say, a level here, a level there, for example. Here, I will bring my charts, and I will say, guys, we have a level here, and I will give the exact price. We will say, okay, today's level, this level is going to be our target. So here, for long, this will be our target according to the volume profile. Okay, often the market will actually come to it. If not, it will come close to it before the session ends. So we look at those daily tops and bottoms. We look at the hiccups that will face the market, etc. So after I look at my long term, I would look at my short term. I'll say, okay, my short term, does that confirm my trades? And to give you an example of how we trade this thing, this afternoon, and do we have students in the room with us today? Do we have any students that attended my session today? Anybody in the room that is a student with us? No? Nobody? Yes? Okay, Dan. Dan, if you attended the afternoon session today, and this is just an example, guys, and I'm not trying to intimidate anybody. This is an example. Today, this afternoon, this is exactly what you see every day. Okay? In the afternoon session, from the profile, I said, okay, we have a long on crude, and my goal was $60.70, but I said, and Dan is here, I said $60.35 will be the major exit if you guys cannot keep it. This was, at this time, we took profits, but look what happened. And this is the student watching me trade in front of them. This is not something I'm doing after the fact. See, this is as the students watching me trade. See that? Watch. See, and jumps higher. Watch. That was the crude trade. Okay? So we do this day in, day out. We trade in front of the students. We have multiple levels. Oh, Maria was actually in the room today with us. Thank you, Maria Kindle. Thank you very much. She says, not a student, but she was in a trial this morning, and absolutely my second time Absolutely amazing. Thank you. So I will try and teach as much as I can today. So once I look at my long term, I would look at also my short term. Why am I looking at my short term versus also my long term? My long term will give me the anticipated levels. What we trade, folks, is this. We trade anticipation, we anticipate, and then we confirm, and then execute. If you read this, this is my strategy. I perfected the strategy in 2004, and I'm still building on it until now. ACE, anticipate, confirm, execute. Anticipate, confirm, execute. So we're anticipating the market. Now, so far, for those who don't know us, so far this sounds very hard to understand, but I will stay with me. I will explain it in details as well. And then I look at my shorter term to execute. My long term gives me the overall level. My short term gives me execution. It gives me the precise entry. If you go to our YouTube channel, which is here, Dimitri just posted it. You go to our YouTube channel. Make sure you go to the videos. It's a new global trade room channel. It's on the website. Send us an email. Our information is on the website. It's globaltraderoom.com. There is top-down analysis here. You have videos on a lot of trading styles that we do. It's only one trading style, which is profile. Everything else just a management. Everybody manages their trade differently. So now, let me see what I have. Sorry. What's next? Now, for those who join us as members, there's one piece of information you need to know, and I will jump over to the education after that. If you join us, our website is globaltraderoom.com. See that? But your education will come from Futures FX. This is my website when I was doing this on my own. I was a one-man show until a year and a half or 2 years ago. Education is still here, so you will get tens of hours of education recorded, and these recordings we renew them every time. We see the different softwares if we need to upgrade, or if there's something else to be added to them. For example, there is a mini market profile video. One of our main video is crash course on profile right here. This is an hour and 40 minutes. It actually explains the profile and the volume to the tick. In a way, if you understand this, if it takes not only watching it, it takes coming to the room. Thank you, Dan. Dan is saying that precision of your entries with small stops is what makes a difference. Thank you. Sometimes we take a 100-tick trade with 3-tick stop loss. So if you understand this alone, you will understand the market at a glance. You will know where the market is going. So as soon as we open the charts, actually in the morning, we realize where the market is going to go. We realize it's an uptrend or a downtrend. Again, the previous trend has nothing to do with the market. It's all overrated. I would call them overrated terminologies. They mean nothing. You open the charts now. This is the new session. Whatever volume has created for us, it's what we abide by. And to show you how we trade, I'll give you examples, and with interaction. I hope you guys interact with me. I know you guys are tired. Probably you've been listening to presenters like myself for a few hours. But please, thank you, Bob. Appreciate the comments, folks. Those are people who actually attend my daily trading sessions, our trading daily sessions, or trials at least. For us to understand, please be interactive and open your horizon a little bit with me. Here's an example. If the market is going up or down, okay, and you're looking for a trade, what do you think this is, and where is your next trade? I do this every time so people can actually understand what's going on. Some people will say, oh, I'm going to take it short right now because this is 76% retracement from here. If if you take a Fibonacci level from here to here, this could be 76%. Some other person would say, no, you have to take it from here to here. This could be considered 50%. Okay, so they said we trade this. Some people will say, no, 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 no. We will trade this here. We'll trade the green, or we trade 50% of the previous level. Another person will say, oh, you know what? We have a major pivot right here. Sorry, strong pivot point. Another person would say, no, guys, come on. We have a bounce from here. I will look for a double top and bounce it back down. Are we confused yet, folks? Of course we are, because we are looking at different technical indicators that created by trading education that really doesn't mean anything. You know, a technical indicator is nothing but a line on chart. Why do you think the market will abide by a line on a chart? Again, I'm not trying to insult anybody. I'm giving you something that I do, and I trade, and I have hundreds of students following me every day. They actually they take my trades, so I am responsible for their profitability. Okay, so when I screw up, they screw up. Of course, some of them are smarter than me. Sometimes they don't take these trades. But guys, I call the trades ahead of time to the tick with exact stops and profits. If I don't know what I'm doing, I will not do that. We don't do anything after the fact. And to prove it to you guys, we posted everything on the website. We posted our today's session, 4-hour session, right on the website. Go to the rooms and trials, globaltraderoom.com. This is today's video. If you think these results, my results do not make sense, send me an email. Tell me, Simon, at 10:01, you didn't make 28 ticks. You will tell me, Simon, at NASDAQ long, that was wrong. It was not 54 ticks, because even the timestamp is on it. Okay, so we're going back, not losing the point. Same exercise. Let me show you the actual answer. The market is here. What are you going to do? Now, we talked about profile in the past. This is the right-hand side is your profile, right? The profile gives you buys and sells. Now, I will simplify that. Okay? No slides, no. So I will simplify that. Let's assume when the market was going up and down, the market has created volume. And the volume that market created was like this. This is, before I talk about this, what do we need to know about trading and volume? We need to know two things, which are the absolute only things that you need to know before you start trading. Everything else but a complement to these things, to these two things. And these things are what? Continuation. Where is your continuation? And where is, most importantly, your rejection? So where is your rejection? Where is your continuation? If you need to know these two facts before you do anything else, hands down. You cannot trade if you don't know where the rejection in the market is. You cannot trade if you don't know where the continuation is. So let's say when the market was moving this way up and down, it had created for us a level, and that level was here, was all continuation. Right here was all continuation. And then below that, we had another level created, was rejection. So rejection was here. No, I mark it red. So you know this red is rejection. This is continuation. This is the profile on the right-hand side, guys. See that? Green and red, whatever. The colors have nothing to do with it. I'm just giving you colors of my own. And then another area that was created below that was another continuation. Okay? Now, and probably below that I will make it black, but we call it a suction tube. This is a suction tube. This is another suction tube when the market goes into it and nothing stops. It just goes, very fast, and you don't know why. It just goes fast with nothing stopping it. and just gives you profits or stops immediately without any notice. So this is suction tube. Let's mark it as a suction tube. ST. So you know this is continuation. This is continuation, and we know this is rejection. Now, what is my next trade? Am I going to trade from here short? Am I going to take a trade short from here? I need to know if people are paying attention with me here. Are you going to take a short, knowing this is a continuation area? I simplified it now in squares. Are you going to take a no? Why not? Because it's a continuation, right? So you can't. What you're going to do is you're going to wait for the market to touch what? The rejection. Thank you. So now we know we're not going to take this trade short. So cancel this. Okay, we're going to wait for it to go up to the rejection because it is a rejection. Now, can you tell me if this is if the blue is going to be your stop loss, or the purple, or the black? Which one is your stop loss? If you take a short from here, where's your stop? The blue. Thank you. Guys, this is exactly how we trade. It's simplified, but this is exactly, how we trade. Because I can simplify with education how to look at the profile. So if you take a trade short from here, it doesn't make sense to have a stop loss sitting here 15 ticks away or 30 ticks away here. Can't. You have to have it just above the rejection, because if we poke inside this green, it's gone. It's another continuation. So you're risking 3 ticks, guys, and where's your profit target? Your profit target, in fact, is all the way down, because this is continuation, and now here you have to make a decision. Are you gonna leave it to go through the suction tube, or because market doesn't like suction tubes? Market doesn't like suction tubes. That's why once it goes into suction tubes, it goes very fast. Nothing stops it. So what happens is that I will take profits, maybe, or depends on how many times it poked the suction tube, I will leave it. So I will take a partial profit. Sometimes I will say exit, completely exit. Okay, and you will see these evidence in our trial. It's a 4-hour. Watch it. You have timestamp on some of the trades. We don't hide anything. You will see them. Now, what I showed you now is an ideal situation, but I am not exaggerating by saying this is how you will interpret this. Okay, I can show you how to interpret this step by step and by a glance. Of course, some students will learn it easier than others. Some people will struggle understanding it. But if some student takes them 2 weeks to understand this and go start trading with this, it doesn't mean the person who takes a month or 2 months to learn it is not understanding it, or he's just not having enough time to spend on it. Meanwhile, we do the same, and we do teach our trading in the room every day. It's free. It's part of what we offer. We don't have this is, by the way, this is so simple. This profile and the tape that I showed you here, which is it was actually created by Gomi long time ago, and not only that, it's free. You can find this profile on Big Mike's trading forums. It's free, guys. The things that we added to this trading to our platforms is the channel. It's also free. It's a Danchain channel. It's free. Danchain, so we know we can see the market's dynamics more, and we added the power lines. See, those lines are power lines. They give you a lot of rejection, but again, I don't need to talk about a lot of indicators. Trading platform, I use Ninja, but we support Ninja and Sierra. I have Sierra on the side. Okay, so that's what we use. So in a way, as soon as you log into the market, and you come into our trials, you will see through the trials every week. As soon as we log into the market, we realize where the market is going to go. Now, let's assume that an example that today the market, this is how the profile is, all continuation, one continuation, and this is probably about 300 tick span. It's all one continuation, for example, and the market has poked inside it, and the price is here now, and I really can't trade it because I missed that entry with a small stop. This whole area is continuation. I will try and look for a rejection inside this continuation. So I will change this to my small time frame. I'll look at a very small tick chart, for example, 987 tick chart, such as I showed you here from daily. I will go back. I'll go to 466 tick chart, for example, and the 466 tick chart will show you the hiccups, will show you the ups and downs, will show you the continuations, and I'll try and pick a trade to go long. For example, I might find a small rejection here and take it long with a very small stop. Meanwhile, if I really cannot find a trade, what do we do? Until a while back, nothing. We look at a different market. Now we solve that issue by adding options. So options is some of the things that we offer. I don't trade options. We have Sandy. I showed you his picture. He's also a very close friend of mine. He's a master trader. He's very proficient in options. When I realized he does options, I told him today is the day you're going to start teaching options. So he made videos, and every evening 6 p.m. Eastern, which is another hour and a half from now, he will actually open our trading room to students, and he will start teaching and trading options. So in this case, we will trade options here because I don't have a stop loss, but I know it's going to get here, and with options you can do that. I think I have 5 minutes, 6 minutes left. Really saying. So guys, I didn't have enough time. I really don't want to be rude and take away from the other person's time, so I will keep it at 5 minutes. We have something to show you also. I don't know where it is in our website, but get funded. For traders who join us, we also offer them through a third company to actually get funded. And we have a lot of students. Any student here, any member here with us today that joined us and got funded through the third party, you get funded to $150,000, actually $150,000 in your account. Okay, so you can get funded, but they will they give you a SIM account. You have to trade it, and according to our strategy, you wouldn't have a problem qualifying. Once you qualify, they will give you either $30,000, $50,000, or $150,000, I think, depending on your requirement. They will fund your account, and they only charge 20% of the profit, so you get to keep 80% of the profits. It's all here. Anything you need to know about funded accounts and anything like that, you actually contact Bob. Don't contact me. Bob is our salesperson. He knows everything about the whole thing. My job is to trade. I'm focused on trading. I'm focused on improving myself on a daily basis, and I'm focused on taking trades and making our students happy with the strategies. So they can get funded through a third party company. We also have something very unusual, very unique, which is Skype. Skype, we we have this one Skype room open for all students. We call it Swing Trading Club, okay, where students can join and actually swing trade, call swings overnight whenever the room is closed. So that's 24 hours. And we have another Skype room for students, and Gomi is the leader there. It's called Students Tech Support. So that is beyond our rooms. We have the room open in the morning and in the afternoon. That is 2 sessions, in the evening and in the London session. So we have 4 different time zones that the room is open, guys. We have a lot of trading, we have a lot of education to offer, and I can spend hours and hours telling you what we do and how we do it and how good we are, and testimonials, which we have tons of them. But make sure you check our, just like Dimitri says, make sure to register our next upcoming trial. Go to the rooms and trials, scroll to the middle of the page, click on the free trial and register. That free trial, actually, look, it will give you the next 3 trials for June, and every month we put the entire trial session links on this page. Okay, the cost, I don't do selling, but the cost is also here. If you go to this binoculars, where is it? Resources, membership. Yeah, if you go to resources, click on membership, and we have 2 membership basic, and click on them, you will get the information. Again, contact Bob, he will tell you, but it doesn't matter. It could cost $1, it could cost $1,000, could cost $10,000. Are you going to buy it if you don't know what it is? Absolutely not. So I recommend that you come into our trial sessions every Tuesday, because I don't like to sell anything. It's up to you if you want to buy it or not. And with that, I have 2 minutes to answer questions. I don't know options, Jim, please. Thursday we have a trial with Sandy. Just click and go and ask him about options. I'm trying to learn, just like you. I will learn options very soon.